So this is a tutorial on how to add another one of these board views. So I added a miscellaneous board with the idea that you could rename it. You know, you don't have to go through the process of adding, you could just rename it. So go through that first. So I have life, business, maybe you're a student, so you want to put school. Okay, so you've changed that to school, you could just change that. If you did want to change the name of the miscellaneous container, what you do is you go over here to settings, which is next to the new button. You scroll down and you go to edit properties. From edit properties, you go to container. Now from here, say you wanted to change the MISC to school, you click on school, and up here, you just delete miscellaneous, you type school, you click enter, boom, now it's school. Okay, now all the notes that pertain to school are going to be in this container. That's it, that's all you have to do. And then when you create a new task, just make sure that it's in the school container if you want it to be in the school view. And then again, always put energy needed, because that's how it's going to sort your project. And then if you've already started or whatever, you can change it to in progress. And if there's a due date, you can click what the due date is, and it'll show up in the due soon task. So for instance, here's homework. You go to due soon and homework shows up. Again, it's organized by energy needed so that it can match your vibe. And you can, let's say you want to rearrange these tasks for whatever reason, you can just, well, you can't do this in the due soon tab because it does organize it by date. So I'll go back to the school tab, and you can reorganize items just by dragging and dropping. So say that you want to put things in a particular order for what you're going to do in the day. Maybe you're going to meditate first, then you're going to go for a walk, or maybe you're going to do it the other way, then you can just drag and drop them. Again, the only one where that's not working is where you have the due soon, because it organizes it by the date and the energy level. So you can keep both of those things in mind. Now say that you wanted to add another view. Maybe 3 is not enough for you. Maybe you're planning a wedding or something. So first you want to go to settings, and then you go to edit properties, and then you go to container. Again, these are called containers. And then for the options, you click the plus button. Okay, now you type in a new option. So let's say you're planning a wedding, you want to put all your wedding tasks into one container. So you click wedding, okay, wedding shows up. You can also change the colors here. So maybe you want wedding to be yellow or whatever, whatever color you want it to be, you can change that there. Okay, so now wedding is now an option for a container. Now what I would do, the easiest thing to do, is go ahead to the life tab, click it, and click duplicate view. Now you have this new view. It says life here, but you don't want it to say life, you want it to say wedding, so you just change that there. Again, that automatically pops up, but if it doesn't, you just click wedding and you click rename. Now we're in the wedding tab, but our wedding tasks are not showing up, and that's because we have to actually set the container that we created. So see, because you duplicated it, the container is still saying life, and so you need to click wedding and unclick life. And now all your wedding tasks will show up here. There are no tasks yet, and so there's nothing showing up yet. Again, if I did that a little bit too fast, you're gonna go to the 3 lines here, the filter button, in order to show these filter categories, so you can change the container to wedding. And that's it. And now in order to, oops, sorry, I clicked that off here. There we go. We're back to wedding. Another thing to keep in mind, I'll go to one that actually has tasks, is with the status button. So when you complete a task, it will disappear from view with the default settings, which is great because you don't want everything to be so cluttered. But say that you started a task and you have a lot of tasks, you have a lot of cards, and you just want to see like what's in progress. then you would toggle these settings. So if you wanted to see what's in progress instead of status is not, you say status is. Right now it's status is done. We don't have any done tasks, so nothing's showing up. But if you unclick this and you say in progress, then it'll show what's in progress, which I think I have some school items in progress, right? So those things showed up. So that's an easy way you can toggle what status your tasks are. You can also, again, go to the category and click the appropriate things. If, say, you're trying to like find a specific task, then using, again, this filter button, and I wouldn't touch the container unless you're creating a new view, but looking either at the status icon or the category icon is the best way to kind of filter what's going on. And then again, if it's something time sensitive, then you go to your due soon board. Due soon is a mixture of all of the containers, so it doesn't matter what container it's in, it just matters when it's due. So in this case, if the due date's within a month, it's going to show up on this board as a default, and it's going to show up in order of due date, right? So May 18th shows up before May 21st. And it's automatically going to be categorized in energy levels, so you can match your vibe. Say you have a little bit of time and you want to get something done, then maybe you go to the gentle category and you do this test 2 task. Okay, well, I hope this was helpful and gives you an idea of how you can customize these settings for your own purposes. Okay.